Toastmasters in the kitchen provides a supportive and positive learning experience. Build confidence, communication, and leadership skills while exploring the world of food and cooking.
Of tea. It's all of this. Okay, so David's Tea is a Canadian company in Vancouver, BC. They have stores. I've been in stores in Ohio and Seattle. They're starting to close some of their stores because of tariffs and whatnot. But if you're ever in Canada and you see a David's Tea, go in there. First of all, they'll let you smell all the teas. You're like, oh, that's interesting. Can I sniff that? Don't do it because you're gonna want every single one of them. Okay, so good. But also, they will brew you a little cup of tea so you could try it to see if you like it first. And we always get the flat packs. These are 4 ounce packets. They do come in cans as well, canisters if you want a whole bunch. But if you want to try different ones, these 4 ounce packages are good. And on these packages, not only does it tell you the name, okay, Kimberly, not only does it tell you the name, but it tells you how many spoonfuls to put in there, how long to brew it, what temperature to brew it, and the caffeinated, if it's low caffeine, high caffeine, or decaffeinated. So it has all the instructions here. It also has all the ingredients that are in this package. So you can't go wrong with David's Tea. And also David's Tea sells mugs and brewer sets and matcha sets. Listen, anytime I went into David's Tea, I did not come out of there with less than $100 worth of stuff. Okay. I will tell you this. These are my brewers. This one is a panda, and you put your tea in here and you close it, and then you sit this in your teacup and it brews like that. This one just sits down in your cup and brews your tea. And this is the ball where you put some tea in here and then you just sit it in your teacup like that and allow loose leaf teas to brew.
Kimberly, do
When
you
you're
find a difference in any of those methods in taste, or are they all?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. It's just so to keep the leaves out of your cup. That's all it is. But this one was cute, so I had to have it. This one came from David, so I had to have it. And then I saw this one. I don't know why, but I had to have it. I have a bad tea habit. But as I was saying, when you get loose leaf tea, and this packet is completely full, this is 2 ounces, sorry. Your loose leaf tea will last you how long it lasts you. Because I will only brew my leaves once. I want my tea to be the strongest possible flavor. And for me, for my taste buds, I only get that with the first brew. The second brew is a little too weak for me. By the third brew, it's just water. My girlfriends will brew theirs at least 3 times before they throw out their leaves. It is a personal preference. So that's when you're picking out your tea leaves and how much you're going to need. Think about whether you're going to brew those leaves more than one time. Also, you don't need more than a teaspoon of leaves when you're brewing, okay? Don't fill this halfway up. There's no need for that. Look how big that is. You just need a teaspoon. Don't get crazy. I don't even know where to start. I have so much tea. Let's start with David's. This is gin matcha. This is also gin matcha. This is what I get at the grocery store, at the Asian store. This is gin matcha, Japanese tea in the bags. Okay. Remember we was talking about when you can get loose leaf tea, trying to go for that. I have a tea coffee set up at my office. And so I take a lot of tea to work and I use these bags for convenience because I have a lot of people that come to my desk and want tea and they're free to get tea. And I do this for convenience and ease of cleanup. But I'm gonna show you this if I can. Woo, that's a lot. Yeah, see? This is gin matcha. And what you have here are the green tea leaves. And this is the toasted rice. So when you go to David's Tea, you can look in the tea, you could see the ingredients in the tea, okay? First and foremost. So there's no fillers in here. This is literally just green tea and roasted rice. This is one of my favorites. I drink this often. This one's almost gone. I got another one waiting to be opened up. We have fruity teas. This is a strawberry moringa. This is caffeine free. If you want true caffeine free, you have to go herbal. Even decaffeinated tea has traces of caffeine because the tea leaves go through some chemical wash in order to remove the caffeine molecules from it. It still has traces of caffeine in it. You can't get that completely decaffeinated, okay? If you want true caffeine, true decaffeinated tea, you must go with herbal because there's no tea in that at all. And this is an herbal tea that has no tea in it. And this is strawberry moringa that you brew for 5 minutes because there's no tea in it. It's full of dehydrated strawberries. It's got some moringa leaves, some beetroot, some hibiscus, and some apple pieces. That's what's in this. It looks like chopped up bark, but it really has pieces of fruit in it. And that's what real herbal tea looks like. This is one of my favorites. David's Tea has specialty teas that they brew around different holidays. This is one called Forever Frosty for the winter time. And this one has not only apples in it, it has nuts in it. It's caffeine free because there's no tea in it. It has beetroots, coconuts, orange peels, apple, cinnamon, candied almonds, all of that in there. This
What kind of
one,
tea is that again?
this one is called Forever Frosty. It's one of the Christmas teas that David's tea comes out with. And some of David's teas have stevia leaves in it. Oh no, this one's one. If you have, this one has stevia. If you have an affliction for stevia, which is a natural occurring plant, it's 10 times sweeter than sugar, but some people have, it doesn't agree with their stomach. So specifically when you go to David's Tea, read the package because some of them do have stevia extract in it. And if you don't want that, it just causes your tea to be sweet, so you don't have to add sugar. Y'all know me and sugar. I'm gonna add some sugar. Okay. Hibiscus is a very tart flower. I've had it in Mexico. They have had it from in New York, in the West Indian neighborhood. It's called Jamaica in Mexico. They have sorrel in Trinidad. It's just a hibiscus leaf. And if you look at this one is Me to We Kenya. They were sourcing their hibiscus leaves from Kenya for a while. Fair trade. They do not do that anymore. They've rebranded this into a different name, but it's the same ingredients. And it has apples and pineapples, hibiscus, figs, roses, cranberries, cornflower broth, stevia extract, and cherries. So all of this is just natural dehydrated fruit and stevia plants and roots. And it's herbal tea, so there's no caffeine in this. And I drink the heck out of this. This is what I'm saying. When you go to David's Tea, you can really see the tea. This is a black tea. I don't know what's in it because I took the package off, but this is an actual black tea. So this has caffeine. This is an herbal tea. There's no caffeine. David's Tea also sells tea in tea bags, but not the store-bought tea bags that we have. These have no plastic in them. I forgot what these are called. This is Sencha from Mount Fuji, Japan. And so these tea bags do not impart any kind of flavoring. There's no plastics in them. They're very all natural tea bags, is what I'm saying. And you can also buy your own cotton tea bags. If you don't have a strainer, you can put your tea bags in here. These are cotton. And you put your tea bags in here and you fold it over and you can brew tea that way. This is my David's Tea package box that never seems to go down. They also carry matcha tea at David's Tea. This is not, this is not ceremonial matcha. Um, this is, this also has sugar in it because this is a mojito matcha. If I had to guess, this is a knockoff matcha pro. Oh, look. It's a product of the USA. So, is it matcha? No. It's matcha-ish. Okay. It's matcha-ish. We know what real matcha looks like. I bought the ceremonial matcha and I put it, because it comes in a bag, and I put it in this jar. Ceremonial matcha is green, and when you brew it, it's kind of grassy and it's got a bitterness to it. And I would show you my matcha latte. I don't want I don't want to see the way that I brew my matcha tea because it is not in a ceremonial format. I do not have the whisk. I don't have the ceremonial bowl. I know about it. I know the process. I really do, but I don't have time for that. I don't have time for it. I just have a little electric whisk and I pour it over. That's what I do. But that is ceremonial matcha. Let's go to anybody ever heard of sassafras? Oh, there's one, Monica. Sassafras is down in the south, a lot in Louisiana, and it looks like this. It kind of looks like cinnamon bark, but it is the bark of a tree. This smells like root beer. This is what they used to make root beer from. Sassafras. And my mother used to put this in a pot and boil the big pot, and we used to have a cup of this in the evenings. If you have high
Oh,
blood pressure, this will lower your blood pressure, so don't do more than one cup in the evening, okay? This will lower your blood pressure. Not in a good way. Just one little bit. I also have tea bags. This is Barry's tea. This is when I went to Ireland. This is the tea of Ireland, okay? They don't do Yorkshire. They don't do Tetley. They do berries. And if you call Irishman an Englishman, they will get very mad at you. When you go to Ireland, you ask for tea. This is the tea you're gonna get. Don't come with that English breakfast stuff. They will kick you out. I also go to the Chinese store, what we would refer to as the pharmacy, and I get this tea. This is a medicinal tea to keep me warm. This has some jujube, goji berry, some longan, rose, chrysanthemums, and it comes in those all natural bags, sachet bags, and that's what's in here. This is an herbal tea, but the ingredients in here suffice to warm me up. Apparently, my chi is cold, and so that's why I'm always cold. And this tea, when I drink a cup of this, I'm actually feeling quite warm. When I drink 2 cups of this, I'm starting to sweat. So I do keep this around, particularly in the office, because it's deadly cold in there. Everybody acts like I'm crazy. I mean, I am a little bit, but it's freaking cold in that room, okay? I don't have the, turn it on. I don't have the plant that Jennifer wanted to see, but I do have the pearls, okay? This is oolong and this is jasmine. And they both come in, this is coming in a pearl form, which is, I don't like that one. This one. We're going to do jasmine. And it looks like this. Ooh, they actually looks like squirrel droppings. But these are your tea leaves. And it's the whole leaf, and they just roll it up really tightly in a ball. So I'm just going to put a couple of those. You don't need more than 3. And it's going to slowly unravel and become tea. Oolong, this is somebody gave me this oolong. Oolong's quite expensive too. 4 ounces for $15. All right. So let's set this aside, move this over. Let's talk about making tea. So when I make chai tea, I use regular old black Lipton tea bags. Okay. But you need this cheesecloth. And you want to get unbleached natural cheesecloth. They in the regular grocery store, you'll see this, it'll be super white. It's because they bleached it. I'm already at red. I ain't even near finished. Okay. You need to get this cheesecloth and you need to get this unbleached twine. Now, what goes in it? I use the black Lipton tea bags. I put in some cinnamon sticks. I have whole cinnamon sticks that I only use for that purpose to make chai tea. I put in whole cloves. I put in whole star anise and this cinnamon. Once it's brewed, I turn off the heat. I add vanilla paste to it, and that sweetens it up. But I also want to show you another tea that I make. Anybody ever heard of elderberries, elderflower syrup? We use it in the winter for immunity support. Well, you can buy your own elderberries and make your own elderberry syrup. And all I do is boil these down, and I boil them till it's about half because I want it to be concentrated. And I take it off the heat, I put a little honey in it, and then I store it in the bell jars in the fridge. But what I also do is something else. I add elderberries. I take these are mulberries, dehydrated mulberries that I get from my Asian pharmacy. And we have so much stuff. This is the Jamaica that I buy from the Mexican grocery. And these are just dried flowers, dried leaves called Jamaica. They're very, very tart. I put elderberries, mulberries, Jamaica all together. And what I've created is an anti-inflammatory, immunity boosting, vitamin C, all in one. And I brew that in the biggest pot that I can. And when it's done, I also put cinnamon, cloves, and star anise in it. And when it's done, I either add some vanilla paste or some honey. And that is the tea that I keep in the fridge. So when I need a cup of immunity boosting power, I just put that in a pot and boil it a little bit until it comes up to temperature, and I just drink that. This is another, we have all kinds of tea shops. What is vanilla paste? Um, you have this concentrated vanilla that Doris loves. We have this vanilla bean paste that I love. And this is better than that vanilla extract that you get in the grocery. There's real vanilla beans in this. So I highly recommend vanilla paste. It's quite expensive. Like this, a tiny bit goes a long way. You don't need a whole half a jar here because this has actual real vanilla beans in it. You can see the beans in this paste. Ah, it takes a while for those to brew up. Also, number one kitchen appliance in the UK. You cannot be without a kettle. People pop over for a visit, you put the kettle on. You sad, mad, glad, you put the kettle on. At 4 o'clock, all of the UK stops to put the kettle on. It's a real thing. Look it up. You must have a kettle. Okay. While that brews. So this slowly comes up to temperature. And what happens is the leaves unravel and they do like this. So this will be in the bottom of my cup. It'll do like this. So that is my tea story. I literally still have more tea. I have English breakfast. I have citrus teas. I make my own honey and ginger tea. I am never, ever without tea. I do love coffee, but tea seems to be, I don't know, very warming for me. So I drink it a lot. So with that, I hope that you will, what was the word of the day? Garnish.
Garnish.
Garnish, yes. Garnish your lives with tea. But don't be crazy like me. There's no need for this. I could open my own tea shop right now. I've gone above and beyond with the tea, okay? But I'm just saying, Open your mind to all the different teas out there, whether you want caffeinated, decaffeinated, which is herbal. Make sure you're looking at the ingredients and the tea bags themselves. Make sure they're unbleached, all natural cotton bags. So we're trying to, plastics is in everything, so we have to be more mindful of the products that we buy and put into our stomachs. And with that, I return control to our Toastmaster of the day.
Well, thank you so much, Kimberlee, for giving us more about the magic of tea.
Join us as a guest at our next meeting. We can't wait to meet you.